you are the doing, meaning everything you say yes to, all the doing you say yes to, becomes who you are, then combines together and forms the way you cope with your daily life, the way you do life. All the doing adds up, everything you say yes to. And so it will be adjusting that. If there is something you don't want to be doing, you need to be the one to stop doing it, to stop the doing of, this is something that drains me, that I hate doing, and every time I do it, I feel this way. And this is what multiplies your hate towards it, your resentment towards that situation, because it's not necessarily about the doing. We can, for example, learn to enjoy that same situation, but it depends of what energy we're entering into that situation with. Meaning cleaning, for example, is a good, let's say, neutral example that can be not neutral, that can be associated with resentment, with the mode of the victim. I have to. But why? We need to come back. We need to address our nervous system and go behind what we feel, right? Because there is the trigger, the anger comes in, the hatred, the position of the victim multiplies, because I'm using that energy, and then the result of my doing will probably not be of high quality. If I resent what I'm doing, then the doing itself will not come back to me, right? What I will receive from that will be more resentment, more hate, more anger. If this is what I'm entering into that situation, into that doing with. On the other hand, if I allow myself to say no where I don't want to, and to wait for the moment, especially if in human design you're the generator profile, you need to wait for the invitation from yourself, from the outside, from everything. You are generating the life energy within you. You do not need, in comparison to some other human design types, you do not need energy, life energy from the outside. You generate it. You can give it and receive it in exchange, right? The exchange happens within you, and so you're the one who needs to wait for the invitation. And if you enter the doing without the invitation, without you really want it, without you being excited about it, without you being, yeah, this is it, this is what I want to be doing at this moment, then you're saying no to yourself. And the no creates the distance, the pain, the difference, the separation from yourself. Because you're saying to yourself, I have to, and something, the doing, is more important than me right now. And then you become that doing in that energy. Instead, if you allow yourself not to do when you don't want to do, go do something else, or just be there, or be there with your emotions, process, feel into what you're feeling and why. See where's the origin of that situation. Whenever there's anger, resentment, it's stored in us, and we can access it easily by feeling into it, and it brings us directly to that situation where that resentment began, or where that bad experience from whenever, it doesn't have to be childhood, whenever that resentment somehow happened. But we need to be the ones to create the safe environment for the doing. We need to create the atmosphere of enjoyment of doing. Until then, it is okay to wait for the invitation and see, not wait passively, but see what's happening inside you. Okay, why is it? There might be layers and layers of resentment towards that action, towards that doing. But we need to go through them in order to release that negative energy that we're doing with, that anger, that resentment, and invite freedom in the doing again. Invite space in the doing. And then any action can be done without the resentment, without the ego, without the feeling as a victim. I have to do this. You don't have to. You choose your doing and you become your doing. You are your doing.